That rolls foul, and they'll do it again. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Oh, he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Here's Jackie Bradley now. In past meetings with Jay Happ, it's a big enough sample size, but he's just 1 for 14. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here it comes. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Now the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Didi Gregorius. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at-bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees.
Now batting.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Changeup in for a strike. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. The Yanks leave 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Stepping in, Christian Vasquez. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. First offering on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hicks is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Here's Mookie Betts. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. But gloved by the 3rd baseman for the out.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Riding in once again, J.D. Martinez. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A runner on first with 2 away. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll be back in standing up. The 1-1. Fouled away. And that misses 2-2.
2-2.
Betts is off at first with 2 away. The swing by Martinez, and this is driven to left. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Another try at 2-2. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And we'll see another pitch here as this ball's chopped foul at home plate. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Don't want to forget about it. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Red Sox leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
First delivery to him on the way. Started that swing a bit too early. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. On to the bottom of the... Ready for another chance? Steve Pierce, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 4. The leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now at the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. 2-0 to Eduardo Nunez.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge it.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. It bangs off the billboard, and it's out of here. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, sent toward first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Next will be the designated hitter, Ian Kinsler. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here's the first pitch to him. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is on the move. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Standing in, Jackie Bradley Jr. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Line to the right side. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Well, the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. We're through 4. It's now 2-0 Boston. Standing in, Gary Sanchez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The 1-1 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
2-2. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just 1 lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Way in front of that fastball.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
The pitcher's got to be smarter right there. He blew that fastball right by him, and then he did him a favor by speeding up his bat with a changeup. Nice execution to keep your hands back by the batter.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Voit leads off first with 1 away. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Pedroia onto the grass. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. 2 out with a man at first. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. They trail it. Coming to the plate now, Christian Vasquez. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. Here's the first pitch to him. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Swing and a liner. And a leaping try there, but he comes up a bit short as this is into left center, a base hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie.
Here's Mookie Betts. Last time up he was hit by a pitch. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a little tapper. A runner at first with no outs here. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Two and 1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. To 2-2 now.
2-2's the count.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-2 pitch. Grounded to short. Gregorius is there. One there. On to first to complete the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. Into the corner and slicing foul. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
The 1-2 is taken on the inside corner. Strike 3. Nothing doing for Boston, but they're on top 2-0. So stepping in, Aaron Hicks. We'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Aaron. Becomes the first out of the inning. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count, hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, designated hitter, Andrew.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. No hits to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Yanks lead 1. They're down 2-0. Here's J.D. Martinez. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Left fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him. He comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Another 0-2 home. Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at-bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
First baseman number 25.
Digging in, Steve Pierce. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Popped him up. Happ moving to his left. 2 down. Eduardo Nunez will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is Giancarlo Stanton now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Set to deliver the 0-1. Strike 2 as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Gary Sanchez is on deck, and he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get him out.
But right at the shortstop for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
Stepping up to the plate, Luke Voigt. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
1-2 is the count.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full. 3-2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. David Robertson will come on in relief now to make. His 10th appearance of the season.
David Robertson.
First offering on its way. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
And Pedroia behind 0-2 now. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
You don't see that too often. You starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if they'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
From the stretch. Drilled on the ground to short. Taken in by Gregorius. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. He's hitless in 6 tries. Here's the first pitch to him. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
1 strike.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
1-1.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2 is the count.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over. Red Sox leading off the inning, Gleyber Torres, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-2. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Here's Didi Gregorius, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ripped down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Yankee shortstop behind in the count, 1-2. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Bogarts to his left. He's there. Throw. Got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Now batting, the center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
So coming to the plate, Aaron Hicks. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Flying toward right center, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is well.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here's Miguel Andujar now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Fouled off. Here it comes, 0-2. There's a 2-seam fastball that's fought off foul off to the right. Sharp ground ball toward the hole. Bogarts has it, and he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. Here's the Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Matt Barnes is into the ballgame now, as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Matt Barnes.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Hit to short. Bogarts has it, and the runner from third crosses the plate, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Usually these guys turn the 6-4-3 double play in their sleep, but it looks like he rushed the feed there, and it sailed over the second baseman's head.
Here's big Aaron Judge. been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Barnes has some of the absolute best strikeout stuff in the game today, at least among bullpen arms. His strikeouts per 9 is a number that's usually through the roof.
This guy was tailor-made, Matty V, to be a relief pitcher. He comes out of the bullpen, guns a-blazing, 2 pitches that he can strike you out with, and more importantly, he comes out with an attitude, and that attitude is nasty, and he gets a lot of swings and misses.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Big spot, 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Full count, 3-2. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Yankees forced to settle for 1. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Boston's out in front, 2-1. Jonathan Holder is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 56.
Now at the plate, Christian Vasquez. A fly out and a single for him so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Vasquez is retired, and there's 1 away.
Right fielder.
Here's Mookie Betts, 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. The 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. This is line to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The shortstop, number 2.
Next up for the Red Sox, Xander Bogaerts. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. A ball and no strikes.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Giancarlo Stanton now due up for the 4th, 5, and 6.
Leading off for the Yankees, left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
9th inning save situation coming up now as they'll entrust Greg Kimbrel with the baseball here as he'll try and close things out. Here comes the first pitch. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. So that fastball is just sizzling up there, 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Martinez. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya. A solo shot here to left. And just like that, this ball game is all tied.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
And that misses low and away, ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Bradley patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. He was great all night long. Stepping up now, Luke Voigt. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Knuckle curve there off the outside corner, 2-0.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Digging in, Gleyber Torres. He's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. 0-1 the count. The 0-1. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. Popped him up. Pierce waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Next for New York, Didi Gregorius. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Chopped weakly to the left. Right to him. The throw pulls him off the bag.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what?
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Stephen Wright has been summoned here, and we'll try to keep this one tied heading to the bottom of the ninth. Voigt on second. Gregorius at first. 2 out in the inning. And that's too high, ball 2. His career numbers against Stephen Wright, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Two and 1 to count. Wright, a California-born ball player. He was taken in the 2nd round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
He stays alive, still 2-2. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so one run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their 9th inning lead has evaporated. The Red Sox looking to send their fans home happy. Bottom of the 9th coming up. At the plate, J.D. Martinez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a breaking ball stays outside. Curveball that time, not even close.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And that misses here, ball 4, and of all things, it's a leadoff walk that puts the winning run on base to start the bottom half. So here's the cleanup hitter, Steve Pearce. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 0-1. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Now the 1-2 pitch. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Now to the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
Ball and a strike.
1-1.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Now the 2-1. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2. Ian Kinsler would be next. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. This is line to left. Stanton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Red Sox. And this game is still tied at 2-2.
Leading off for the game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Gets ahead with a knuckleball right over the outside corner. Rips this one to first. And that'll get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
Dero, I would imagine one of the toughest things to hit is to hit the knuckleball. It's like trying to hit a butterfly flying in front of home plate.
That is a great description. I said it's like trying to hit a paper airplane. The old adage, if you see it high, let it fly. If it's low, let it go.
His career numbers against Stephen Wright, small sample, a perfect 1 for 1. The 0-1. In the dirt here. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Vasquez has it, and the throw is there to record the first out. Ready for another shot now, Aaron Judge. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters. Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. On the ground, right side. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. Trotting in to score is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead with a run here in the 10th. Giancarlo Stanton will get another crack at it here as we flash you back to the 9th inning. This solo home run was a big one as it helped to get us to where we are now in the extra innings. Now the 0-1. Ripped on the ground to first. And Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, don't sleep on first base.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And a breaking ball stays outside. And a slow knuckleball misses here. 2-1 now.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Popped him up. Vasquez is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in now. Joe Kelly will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 56, Joe Kelly.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch lays off 1-0. That's by him for strike 1. Working to keep them in the game here. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Here's a fly ball, well hit. On the move is Betts, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the second run will score as they push the margin here to 5-2 now.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful, giving them that.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Zach Britton takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. Now at the plate, Ian Kinsler. In previous meetings with Britton over the years, he's gone 2 for 8.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him. Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Pitch taken there by Kinsler, and he's out in front now. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He went down on strikes last time up.
Center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Clyde Washington. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, Patrick.
So digging in now, Christian Vasquez, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. He's set. Here it comes. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Last strike now for the Red Sox. 1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stanton has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
5-2 the final score tonight. Jonathan Holder claims the win out of the pen, his first. Zach